RPGs are leveling up fast, and 2026 is shaping up to be one of the strongest years the genre has seen in a long time. Bigger worlds, deeper stories, and systems that reward smart thinking. There's a lot for us RPG fans to get excited about. So let's dive into what's coming next. Neo 3 is aiming to kick off the year with Steel and Shadows. If you loved Assassin's Creed Shadows in 2025, or you're still slicing through Ghost of Tsushima-style worlds, this one will feel right at home. You step into the role of Tokugawa Taichio, hunting down corrupted yokai as you fight to save Japan from darkness. Stealth matters, strategy matters, and you'll even meet real historical icons as you carve your path. With its mix of hard-hitting combat, exploration, and rich feudal-era storytelling, Neo 3 already looks like a strong contender for the year's standout samurai RPG. Into the underworld we go. Banquet for Fools instantly stood out to me because it's doing something strange in the best possible way. It's set in the same world as Serpent in the Staglands, but instead of slow, methodical tactics, this one throws you into tight, chaotic brawls with a dark sense of humor. You control 4 volunteers sent to investigate an abandoned village, and while the battles steal the spotlight, there's a surprisingly strong story underneath. It reminds me a bit of Darkest Dungeon in tone, but with a carnival-style twist that gives it its own identity. If you're into quirky narratives mixed with clever brawling, this feels like a hidden gem waiting for its moment. But there's one series that always brings the pressure: Fable. And yes, Fable 4 is the one everyone's watching. It was supposed to launch in 2025, but after being bumped to 2026, fans are crossing their fingers that this delay is the last. Everything we've seen so far looks fantastic. Cinematic charm, magic, swordplay, and that classic mischievous humor the series is built on. It honestly feels like a proper return for fans of whimsical, story-driven RPGs. She's back, and hopefully the release date isn't far behind. Now, who told you that? Because one of my most anticipated games is Blood of the Dawnwalker. Maybe it's because I'm a fantasy addict or a vampire nerd, probably both. In this RPG, time is literally your enemy. You get 30 days and 30 nights to save your sister. You play as Cohen, half human and half creature of the night, giving you tons of freedom in how you approach each challenge. Do you embrace your vampiric power or try to hold on to your humanity? That moral pull could make every run feel different. Blood of the Dawnwalker is shaping up to be the vampire RPG to watch, and I'm grabbing it the moment it drops. If a Plague Tale ever pulled you in with its atmosphere and emotion, then Resonance should be on your radar. Set 15 years before Requiem, it follows Sophia, a young plunderer searching for the truth behind her past. This one blends stealth, myth, and survival horror into a story-driven journey that expands the universe in new ways. For those who love moody, narrative-heavy adventures, this is definitely one to keep an eye on. I know I am. Phantom Blade Zero immediately grabbed my attention with its wild blend of Chinese martial arts and steampunk energy. Created by S-Game, this action RPG features fast, acrobatic combat, wall running, and cinematic finishers that make every encounter look like a movie fight scene. You play as Soul, an elite assassin navigating a grim but stylish world. It feels a bit like Ghost of Tsushima, but sharper, darker, and more stylized. If you love high-speed action with cultural flavor, keep this one in your sights. And, of course, we can't talk RPGs without mentioning The Witcher. The Witcher 4 marks the next chapter, with Ciri stepping into the lead role for the first time. Expect emotional storytelling, difficult choices, and brutal combat in a world powered by Unreal Engine 5. Geralt won't be the focus this time around, but with Doug Cockle returning in some form, there's clearly a connection waiting to be uncovered. This one looks ready to carry the torch. Titan Quest II is back, bringing more of the mythology-driven action fans loved. The dual mastery system returns, letting you create hybrid classes with tons of build freedom. This time, the adventure takes players to the far northern shores, with new enemies, bosses, and dungeons to take on. A whole new continent, a whole new threat. Celesta 2 continues the tradition of tactical, turn-based RPGs. Set in the land of Neokos, you'll guide a party of 4 heroes tied together by family legacy. Expect exploration, dice-based mechanics, and a strong narrative backbone. And as an isometric RPG fan myself, trust me, I'm keeping my eyes on this one. If you are too, make sure to hit that sub button. Warhammer 40,000 Dark Heresy is shaping up to be a promising CRPG for Warhammer fans. Developed by Owlcat, the team behind Rogue Trader, It puts you in the boots of an Inquisition acolyte uncovering conspiracies in the grim dark future. Tactical battles, tough decisions, and a focus on story make this one a standout. I enjoyed Rogue Trader a lot, though it leaned a bit heavy on combat for me. Hopefully this entry finds that perfect balance. Let me know your thoughts. The Expanse Osiris Reborn looks like an incredible pick for sci-fi lovers who enjoy deep world building. Set within the universe of the books and the show, you'll explore new regions of the solar system, meet alien species, and get wrapped up in political tension. It's not just about fighting or exploring, your choices can literally shift the balance between factions. If you're into story-driven RPGs with weight and consequence, this one should be on your list. And Code Vein 2 is kicking off 2026 strong. You play as a revenant hunter traveling through time to try to save the world, while monsters stalk your every step. Combat is faster and more combo-focused, giving players deeper tools to master each fight. And yes, that gothic anime style from the first game is back in full force. Everything we've seen so far suggests bigger battles and higher stakes, making this one of the most exciting action RPGs of the year. Octopath Traveler rose to popularity in 2018 with its gorgeous HD 2D art and amazing soundtrack. So the announcement of a prequel during the July Nintendo Direct had everyone buzzing. Zero mixes things up. Instead of choosing from preset characters, you create your own hero and recruit from 30 NPCs, each with unique skills and personalities to rebuild your village. It's still turn-based, still strategic, and still full of charm. If you love the original or you're into thoughtful RPGs, keep this one on your radar. And that's our roundup of the most exciting RPGs heading our way. If you're as hyped as I am, hit subscribe so you don't miss any updates. And don't stop here, check out the next GameTier video to keep the hype rolling.